Hello traders, welcome back to the Bullish Bear FX Academy. So basically guys, in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can actually trade flip zones on the volatility 75 index. Okay, so what are actually flip zones are areas where maybe you set your support area and then the market breaks out and then continues to the downside. So how can you catch that move that continues to the downside? So without more further ado, please guys, hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and let's get into the video. So when you open your chart on volatility 75 index, you see that we have these previous support levels. So let me just fill this one. You will see that we have this previous support level. So if you look at this previous support level, you caught the buys and everything, and then the market decides to break out here. So how can you catch that sell to the downside? So you wanna go into the 1 hour time frame and look for continuation patterns. You just have to look for nothing else that you want to look for but continuation patterns. So if you get a continuation pattern, then you can take a trade. But if you do not get it, please stay out of the market. Okay, so this is a continuation that I'm talking about. You just want to use your trend lines, and that is all. We do have a continuation here. So now you have that sell. Okay, with that continuation, we have our trend line there, and then we have the continuation. So right now, how can you trade this pair? How can you trade this setup? The only way you can trade this setup is, so after you have caught this sell, by just identifying the continuation, the market will sell. So how do you lock in your profit? So this is how you can lock in your profit. Get your Fibonacci tool and measure 50% of this run this way. Okay, so let's say the market is now right here where it is, okay, here, and then you want to lock in your profit in case the market reverses. You need to set your stop loss here at 50% of this area. Please guys, watch this video till the end to get the settings of this Fibonacci tool. That is really helpful. Okay, so when you set your stop loss there and the market reverses and takes you out at that 50% area, how can you get the next entry? You don't want to be chasing the market like this, but you want to be catching the runs that goes, the moves that go. So that's why I've decided to teach you guys on volatility 75 index, okay, because this is a live chart and I found a nice continuation in the live markets. So let's say you have your continuation here with this trend line above. So if you look at this, remember what I said, the market repeats itself. If you look at this is a correction going down into another correction, going down into another correction. So look at this in this nature, bigger, and then the biggest one. So you know that it's still gonna sell. So volatility 75 index is just repeating itself with trend lines. So what I need you guys to do is that you need to master how to use trend lines for you to actually catch these runs. So how do you take the trade that's in this run, that's in this nature? Do you want to jump in? No. So what do you want to wait for? Wait for this flip zone. Wait for it to turn into a flip zone, because right now it's still a support. You can see that this was the support and then the market broke out, and you are still waiting for it to break out completely for it to be a support. When it breaks out, it will turn into something smaller like this, and then it will continue. So if you want to take the trade right away and you don't want to wait for it to break out, maybe you are impatient, what should you look for? Look for this, with this Fibonacci tool again. Wait for the market to break out, to be below the 50% rule here. If the market is below this 50% rule, then you can take your sells. And if it breaks out completely of this flip zone and goes to the downside, then you can take your sells. Okay, and how do you set your stop loss when the market is rejected with a strong wick? Let me just delete this. So let's say the market is here right now and it is rejected and it's this red candle. So where do you want to set your stop loss, or how do you want to set your stop loss? Get this Fibonacci tool and place it like this. Place it on this wick. Sorry guys, so on the wick. And then if you are selling the market here, if you are selling at this red candle, where do you want to set your stop loss? Measure 50%. You only want to be risking 50% of this week. Set your stop loss only at the week, okay? And then you can sell. So if you are uncertain about this sell that's happening here, if you are uncertain about this sell that's happening here, how can you take this trade? The next candle is green, right? So you need to measure it like this. Set your Fibonacci at least 50% of that run, and then you see that this second run, is it at least 50% of this green candle? Did it fill 50% of it, or it didn't? If it didn't fill 50% of this green candle, this run to the downside, do not take this trade. But if it has filled it, like you can see, we came from the 190, 50% we filled off. Now we have broken the whole Fibonacci tool, so we have filled everything of this candle, which proves to us that the bears are now powerful than the bulls. You can see that this whole full candle, it has been filled with cells. So right now it confirms you to take your cells. Okay, so guys, this is what I wanted to share with you guys on volatility 75 index. This is how you can trade it. I hope you guys picked something on this. Please guys, don't forget to hit the like button, turn on the notification bell, and share. Keep winning, traders.